And if people aren't unsure if they've got wall insulation or floor insulation or loft insulation, is there an easy way? Obviously, with the loft, you can just pop your head up and see if there's any insulation up there. But for the walls, is there a way that anyone can find that out? Or
Yeah, I mean, for wall insulation, generally on a standard sort of brick property that hasn't been rendered, it's fairly obvious. If you take more than a few minutes just looking at the brickwork from the outside, you will see probably underneath the window line a series of small round holes about the size of a 50p, 10p piece, that sort of size hole, in regular intervals in a straight line. And they're generally about a metre apart. You see those, it's clear that the cavities have been filled. Obviously, solid brick properties don't have the luxury of having, cavity wall insulation. That's generally on older properties that are probably older than 1930. So your sort of old terraced streets, they're generally not able to be filled, but they can have external or internal insulation fitted. Loft insulation, if that's done, generally carried out by one of the government schemes that have been going over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, it generally will staple a certificate inside the loft. Just as you go up into the hatch, there will be a certificate. So they're not always that visible, but they are, they generally are there. So if you can have anything like that ready for the EPC visit, then that would be very useful.
if people need an EPC or they're interested in getting one, where can they find you? How can they contact you?
I've got a very small website. They can go on and find me at that, Mid-Kent DEA, or they can obviously contact me via yourself, Tom. Just look on the EPC register again, and you can find a domestic energy assessor in your area by again putting in the postcode and finding all the domestic energy assessors in that area. But so it's fairly straightforward.